I call myself a human. I say this because I don't, honestly speaking, I don't really subscribe to this idea of race. And the reason being, a person can have a light skin color, but then exemplify the values and principles of a culture of dark-skinned people, and vice versa. When I'm asked that question, like for me, it boils down to, okay, what values does this person hold? Kind of like, for example, if a person is born in Korea and then they're raised in, the United States, they look Korean 100%. But if you're raised in like rural Minnesota or, rural somewhere, you're going to pick up the values of that household of which you're, raised in. Then you become like that person. You'll become American, or you'll become, whatever values or principles that household, that held that household together, that's what you become. And for that reason, you're able to identify more with America or Americans than you are with, Koreans. And it's not a judgment on anyone. I'm just trying to, look at this, give a very objective example, excuse me. So for that reason, I tend to kind of base it on, values. But if anything, like I have for many years been interested in different traditional cultures, in Korean traditional culture, and in African traditional culture. And it's kind of interesting because once you kind of delve into traditional cultures, you see around the world just how much they're connected. There's some very basic principles, like any culture you go to, people will have a reverence for their ancestors, like the people that, pass away before them. And they might have some ceremonies in order to honor those people. There are certain taboos that you do in the house or don't do in the house, or there are certain ways that you greet people or you don't greet people. If anything, kind of based on how my life looks today, I would say that I'm maybe closer to African, and I know a lot of traditional Korean customs and maintain those as well. But I would say kind of like for the most part, African culture is, what I'm most familiar with.